Hi everybody, welcome. Tammy from Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. Today we are in the sewing room and we are doing another knitting podcast. This is episode 13. So we're going to go over updates to the website and what I've been knitting. If that is something that interests you, stick around. So before we get started, I just want to take a moment to welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. Thank you for all your new subscribers out there. I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. And for those of you who have been here from the beginning and subscribed in the beginning, I appreciate you coming back each week and watching the videos that I put on. And if you guys have not subscribed and this might be your first video that you're watching, I hope you enjoy the content. And if you do, please consider subscribing. Also, hit the thumbs up button and the like button. And that allows YouTube to tell people that the content that I put out is interesting and they put it in their algorithm to possibly share it with other people. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we usually do is go over updates to the website. We have had a number of updates to the website, a lot of new things going on the website. First we'll show you about bags and then I will show you the new thing that I am actually carrying on the website. So we have, there's still some fall bags in the website. If you guys are interested in fall bags, there's still some available. Please stop over the website and get those. The next couple I have some other fall ones. I got an apple bag. Of course it has my tag there. The wristlet, it's got snaps, nice apples. The inside, this one I paired with a green. It's got the nice wide bottom. These are the small sock bags, snaps, and then of course it also has the key tag for the inside to put stitch markers or keys or anything. Whatever you are using the bag for. We also have that in a medium size. Same, nice wide bottom, the tag, again snaps, green on the inside with the key tag, and then of course your wristlet on the outside. These should be available on the website by the day this video airs on Sunday. I do have a show on Saturday. If what doesn't sell will get put on the website, I'm not going to put them on the website before then because it's just too hard to start taking them off. And especially with these, it's a limited quantity. I only have a couple of apple bags. I wasn't able to get a bunch of the material. So I don't want to put them on the website and somebody buy them and then I actually sell them at my show. I'm not sure how well of internet I'm going to have at the show to be able to remove it off of line. So I don't want to take that chance. So hopefully if they're still available, these will be on the website on Sunday when this video airs. The next thing that will be put on the website, possibly in 2 weeks, I probably am not going to put it on. It's a little early. I'm going to show them. If by any chance there's somebody that wants one and they're not on the website, you can always reach out to me. But I do have my line of Christmas bags made so that I can get them sold because I only have 3 more shows and then I'm not doing anything until the end of the year. So I wanted to make sure that I got my Christmas bags at these last few shows that I'm doing. So again, these are my Christmas bags. They will not be on the website until the end of October. I will put them on in the 1st of November. But if you see a bag and you're interested in it, reach out to me. If I have not sold it at the shows that I'm doing, I'll be more than happy to post it on the website for you to purchase. And we can go from there. But yes, these are my Christmas bags. They're more of a winter bag. I didn't go with real true Christmas themes. I went with a lot of snowmen and snow sceneries. I just didn't want Santa or anything like that. I wanted a bag that you could use for the whole season of winter. So these, they have Santa hats on them, but it's snowmen with Santa hats. This again is a small. You have my tag there. It is lined with red snowflake material. It's got a little checks of black. It's like a black gingham, red and black gingham with white snowflakes on it. Some snaps on there, and of course the wristlet. I have this in small and again in medium. Then let's put this over here. And then of course most of these came, I made in a small and a medium, and they are pretty much the same inside and out. This is Santa gnomes, Christmas gnomes. Again, we have, this is a small sock set, sock bag, and my tag, the wristlet. It is paired with white and red and green polka dots on the inside, and of course you still have your little key tag. And again, this is the small sock bag, and then also we have a medium one to go with also on that size. The other thing that I did was some drawstring bags, and these are again a small drawstring. It has the red pull cord for the drawstring. Of course, my tag on there. It again is paired with the black, or the red and black gingham with white snowflakes. And this is a small sock bag that is just, you know, with the red cord for the handles. And again, I did this in 2 sizes. So we have a small one, and then your medium drawstring bag, just a little bit, not any taller than your regular medium one. It just has the drawstring, just allows you to have handles on a medium-sized bag that you can carry. And again, the same as the inside of the small. Then we have our gnomes, our Santa gnomes. It's on black, again with the white and the polka dots on the inside. Again, this is a small drawstring. Again, with interfacing that allows it to sit up. As you can see, it's sitting on my hand and it's sitting straight up. It's not tipping over. It's kind of stiff interfacing that I use inside the bags. Again, we have that in a medium as well. Then we have, these are a little bit, two kind of a little bit different. These are snowmen sledding. Again, this is a small. This one is sparkly on the outside. I don't know if that comes across on the camera, but it glitters on the outside with the snowmen. This one is paired with red on the inside, like a burgundy type color. And you got your snaps on here. This again is a sock bag. And I did make a medium, but the medium one is a little bit different. I ran out of the inside color. This one I paired with green and snowflakes. Thought that looked really cool in there, but when I was cutting out, I did not have enough to do the inside of the other little ones, so we ended up going with the burgundy on that one. Still looks cute, I think, but I do like the inside of this one, that it is a green with, you know, like a forest color green. Actually, it's got Christmas trees. They're two different, it's a background of green, and then there's a light green tree, and then you've got snowflakes going down through it. And of course with snaps. So this is a medium bag that I have. Then we ended up doing the sock bags, the drawstring bags. And I was able to pair that with the green and the snowflakes. Again, this is a small. This I put the white cord on because I just thought the white cord looked better than even the red would, because you had the green. So we have that in a small, and then of course we have that in the medium. So that is it on the bags that I have to show. there is more bags being made, so if you guys are looking for different size of bags, different kinds of bags, please keep checking the website because I'm constantly adding new bags onto the website, and I am been so busy I'm not remembering to post it on Instagram, post it on Facebook, post it on YouTube that I added new bags. I'm trying to remember to do that, but it's just I've been so busy with everything going on that I'm forgetting to do all that. Okay, so now let me show you the next thing that I have, the new thing that I have coming into the shop. Oh, also I almost forgot. Each one of the bags, I did do the Notions bags to match. I tried, there's 4 of the Santa Gnome ones, different color zippers on each one of them. And also there is 4 of the snowmen with the green on the back. There will be 4 of the other ones. They're not made yet. I'm still in the process of making those ones. Of course, I made one that matches the little sock bag with the burgundy of the snowmen. But yeah, those are the next thing that I'm working on and getting them all made. But yeah, those, I'm trying to make a Notions pouch to match every bag that I make so that if you want a Notions matching Notions pouch, it's available with the bag. Okay, so the newest thing that I have in the website is I am starting to carry a line of stitch stoppers, needle covers. So these are some of the ones that I have. These are the Erlenmeyer flask. I have a bunch of different animals. I'm not going to show them all because there's a lot of them. There's probably almost 100, like 75 to 100 different designs that I have available on the website. So yeah, I have a ton of stitch stoppers, a bunch of animals, sea creatures, some fall ones, pumpkins, ghosts, some Christmas ones available. So check those out on the website. That is the newest thing that I have added to my website is stitch stoppers. So there is a seahorse that I have. But yeah, so those are the newest thing that I have on the website. So hop over there if you are interested in stitch stoppers, needle stoppers for your needles. I like them. They just add some character to my needles, and I can always know that I'm not going to lose my stitches when I'm working in the round or something like that. And if I have to get up real quick, I can just shove the needle stoppers on my needles and get up, and I know I won't lose any stitches every time that I have to get up out of the chair to go do this or do that or answer a question or something. You know, when I'm trying to knit while I'm at a show or something like that, I can just stuff them on the end, drop my knitting, and I know I won't lose any stitches by putting that together. But yes, there is a whole bunch of stitch stoppers. So if you are a nut and like stitch stoppers like I do, go check out the website with all of the new stitch stoppers that I have. There is a ton, and I have some more coming. I got another order coming to try to just get some different holidays and stuff like that. I don't know how many I'm going to carry, if I'm going to carry different holidays. I'm going to see how these go. If they don't go very well, then I might not keep carrying them. We'll see. But I love them, and I just figured if I could get them and offer them when people buy a bag as a upsell, possibly maybe a discount on them. When you order a bag, you can get, you know, by ordering a bag and stitch stoppers, you can get a discount. If you order a bag, Notions and stitch stoppers, either one. I'm working on some kind of things like that for upsell. If you add multiple things into the cart, you'll get a percentage off or whatever. I'm looking into something like that to encourage people to upsell on the website. But like I said, I love these, and I just like having them around, and I made a huge order, and if not, I will just have a lot of stitch stoppers. But I don't care. I like them. Okay, so that is all of the updates that I have so far for the website. Like I said, all of the information for the website will be linked down in the show notes below. If you are looking for a specific kind of bag, and like I said, if you see these Christmas bags and you want one, email me and we can see, I can put it on the website for you to purchase. Like I said, right now it's not going to go on the website. I'm just getting them ready so that I have them out there available when I do these craft shows for these last few Fiber Fest that I'm doing in the beginning for the month of October and the beginning of November. And then I'm not doing any more shows. Right now I'm not signed up for any more shows, but I just wanted to have my holiday bags out and available for people who might be doing some Christmas shopping for at these fiber fairs that I'm going to for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so that is it for the update on the website. Let's get into whips. Oh no, we're going to do finished objects first because I have two finished objects. So we're going to start with finished objects. Okay, let's get into finished objects. Okay, so my first finished object is my changing staircase shawl. I got it done. I have not blocked it yet. Really do love the way it turned out. I will get it blocked because it is for a friend. I am shipping it to Tennessee, which really brings it a whole circle because the yarn that I used was from Just a Girl and Her Dog, and this was her sea glass, and they are in Tennessee. So my yarn finished is going back to Tennessee to my friend down there who loves green, and I figured she would really enjoy this shawl. It's really a lightweight shawl. She can put it around her neck with a light coat for the winter because they don't really wear winter heavy coats, but this is a nice little shawl that she can wear around her neck with a light coat. So yeah, I just have to block it so that I can pull out these little triangles here and really make it look like stairs as you're walking up the side, or basically, like I kept saying all along, like the spikes on the back of a dinosaur. That's kind of what it reminds me of. But yes, I plan on getting this blocked here real soon before the weather gets too cold and I don't have it'll take forever in the house to do it. I could do it outside right now with the sun out and get it done. But yeah, I've got a container of stuff downstairs that needs washed and blocked, and I just have not had the chance to do it, but I've got to get this done here soon. So I will get these blocked and they'll be fine. The next finished object that I have, this was an order that I got when I was at one of my shows. Somebody asked me if I could make them some more slippers, and I told them I would. So these were cast on last week and they are done. So I'm able to get these completely off the needles, got the other ones started. But yeah, just basically a easy peasy sock is what this pattern is on Ravelry. It is a free pattern and I will link that down in the show notes. But yeah, this is my go-to shorty sock that I use, and it shows you, it tells you to do it with your worsted weight yarn or sport, just so that it's more of a slipper sock. But yeah, that's what I make for my slipper sock. So I've got one pair done out of the two that I have to do. So getting better, got one done. Well, that's it for my finished objects. Let's get into our whips. Okay, so my first whip goes along with the socks that I've already finished and talked about. This is the second pair that I have cast on. Got these cast on a couple days ago. I'm already to the actual foot, and this will be my quick, easy, no thinking project for the next couple of days, just trying to get them done. Sometimes I just need to sit and do some knitting after I've done sewing. This is a good project for that. I don't have to think. I can just knit and my hands can kind of do their own thing. So yeah, so these will be done actually by the weekend, hopefully, and I won't have to worry about getting those done. She gave me 3 weeks to do them. I'm a little over, just done with 2 weeks. I got one pair done. This one's half done. Should definitely have that done by the end of the week. Okay, my second whip is my Optimist shawl that I'm working on. Get it out of the bag here. Not gonna fall. There we go. Okay. So I'm really liking this. I like the eyeballs that it does. However, whatever you call them. I'm right at the time where I need to do the eyeball stitch right now. And then I think I'm into the lace pattern where it is eyeball stitch and then a lace pattern, then eyeball stitch for quite a few rounds. But yeah, I'm really liking this. This burgundy here that I have is the Jimmy Bean. What's the brand name of that? I had it right here. It's their Yarn Citizen Unity Fingering. These skeins are 100-gram skeins, and there is 419 yards on here, and they only are asking $10 for these, so they're very reasonable. I ended up getting quite a few different colors of these. It's really soft yarn. It is all wool, but it's basically they use scraps of wool. You're getting all wool, but you might not be getting all the same kind of wool. So you could be getting camel, yak, alpaca, superwash merino. There's all different kinds that you could be getting. They just use what's not as high quality in the other yarn. It's still yarn and it's still good yarn, or good wool, I should say, not yarn, because it's not yarn until they spin it. But it's good wool and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just leftover pieces that they are putting together, and they are just putting it in all together into and mixing it together. So they don't tell you they just say that it's 100% wool. They don't tell you what percentage of each kind of wool is in there, because I'm not sure they really know. They just put it all in a bin and then they just start working that. But they have it in solid colors, and I really do like the colors that I picked out. Really looking forward to this. It's nice and soft, and it's not scratchy, where some of the wool is kind of scratchy, where this is not. Really looking forward to it. Really enjoying this. So I got a little bit done on here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is where I was the last time. So I got a couple of more rows put on to it. I will put another stitch marker. Actually, while I'm talking, I will put a stitch marker on now. That way I know it will be done, and then we'll know where we left off from the last time. But yeah, so that's where I was at on that. Really, I do like the pattern. It's easy to follow. Once you get it down, it's a pretty good repeat on the pattern. So, but yeah, so that's where I have on that. Have not gotten any more done on my love note. Really want to get back to that, but again, like I said, I had some commission knitting that needed to be done, trying to get that done. And then, of course, now it's getting to be time to do Christmas presents, and I've got to get those made. The next thing that I did a little bit on, not a lot, but I did do a little bit on, is my socks that I had started. I just started the heel flap. So I have my I started these and I got it cast on and I got that, and I'm on my heel flap. I just started my heel flap on that, and then I put them away because I was needing to work on other socks. But yeah, I will get back to these socks. Socks is an easy thing for me to do that I don't have to think about. Because I've done so many of them, it's not to read a pattern, it's just, you know, counting my stitches here and there. But yeah, so that's all the whips that I have. Like I said, I didn't do anything on my love note, so I'm not even going to show it. I'm still at the top where I just need to start my lace pattern, and I want to make sure when I start that I don't have anybody talk to me, so that I can get the first and second rows put in there so that it's sectioned off the way it needs to be, get all my markers where they need to be so that I know what I'm doing where. But yeah, I just needed a little bit of time to do that. Hopefully it's going to start slowing down here a little bit with not having as many shows going on. I'll be able to actually sit down and do some really major knitting, because I do have a lot of Christmas knitting that I have to do. Okay, so that is it for the whips. Let's talk about knitting that we're going to be doing here. A couple of things that I want to do. I've been wanting to, for a while, to do a Musselburgh hat. Got the pattern a while ago. I just have not sat down to figure out how to do it. I'm not one of those people that swatches. I usually just knit a pattern out. If it's too small, I go up a needle size. Don't change the amount of stitches that I cast on. I just go up a needle size. I usually write it in there if that's the right size. You know, if I'm not changing anything from the pattern, I don't change anything. But if I change the needle size and go up or go down, then I usually write that into the pattern with what I'm doing. One of the other girls in the knit group wants to do a Musselburgh hat as well. So I need to do 2 of those for Christmas presents. One is going to be with turquoise yarn, and this is the center of my wheel of alpaca that I got and that I used for my shift cowl. And this is the rest of it. But she likes teal, and I thought I could start with this, and when this ends I can put this on, and this is the variegated, so hopefully it will be almost halfway through, so that she will have literally a dark hat or a light variegated hat. So if she wears this out, she would have this as the cuff, and vice versa. If she wears this out, she would have this as the cuff. That's my plan. I'm hoping I have enough of both left to do. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're just gonna start knit it and see where we get. I don't know. I've never made a Musselburgh hat that says it's a whole skein of 100-gram skein of yarn, but this is a lot of yarn here. If it doesn't work out, it always goes into another lighter color, and it could just be a striped hat. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not really too worried about it. I'm going to let it grow out. If I don't like it, then I just won't give it to her, and I've got other turquoise that I can cast on and do another hat with to something else. But this is going to be the first one that I'm going to cast on. Test it out, see where it fits, see how it fits. I've read a couple of different people on their pattern. A lot of people do an adult medium for kid size. A lot of people said the adult medium is a good size for like a woman's hat, and this is for a girl. She does have longer hair. I don't know if she wears her hair in a ponytail a lot or not, but yeah, I figure her head's probably not any bigger than mine, and when I measured my head, I need an adult medium is what it said for me. I don't need a large. Even though I do knit tight, they do stretch. You don't want a hat that's too big that's not going to fit comfortably. So that's where I'm at. That's one of the ones that I'm going to do on there. The next one is going to be out of this purple that I got. This was at one of my retreats that we went to. This was a giveaway, and I got this purple yarn. So I'm going to cake this up. It's 100 grams skein, and I'm going to cake this up, and this is what I'm going to use for the other Musselburgh that I do. This will be a nice stripy variegated. They love purple, so I thought this would be a nice quality hat to give her out of this. So those are the two Musselburghs that I'm going to be doing. Like I said, I'm going to cast on the turquoise one first and get that done. The next thing that I have to do is I have to do socks, a couple of pairs of socks for Christmas presents, for one for my mother and one for my friend. Still trying to get the yarn together for those. I have not found what I wanted. I'm really looking into that, but those are the two people that I need to knit socks for this winter. But yeah, so those are where I'm at with that. Those are all. Oh, then I also got asked if I could make some fingerless gloves for somebody. They saw that I had a pair. They really liked them, but they wanted them in black, tan, gray. So I went up to Hobby Lobby and just found their Yarn Bee. This brand, it is Dove. I think it's the colorway that they're calling it. Yep, colorway Dove. So I figured this, I'm going to make a set of fingerless mittens with this, but that's another commission project that I have to do, although they said that they don't really care to have them before the middle of November, because she says if you give them to me too soon, it might start snowing and she's not ready for snow. So it's on the, it'll be on the needles soon, but it's not a hurry to get done. So those are the next commission thing that I have to get done. But that is all of the knitting that I need to do. It's a lot of knitting that I need to do. But yeah, they've got, and oh, the other thing that I want to do, and I have not found the pattern that I want. I thought maybe I wanted to do a shift shawl. I want to take all of the scraps of sock yarn that I have left, because I have a lot of balls of yarn where I've always caked them into 2 balls because I do 2 at a time socks, but I have a lot of yarn left that would be really pretty to go into some kind of a shawl, a blanket, something that I can keep in my office that I can put on when I'm cool working. And it's just going to be something for me to wear here. It's not going to probably ever leave my house because it might not really be as pretty as I think it would be. Even though I like all the colors that I have, all of them together might not look nice. But I have a lot of different colored yarns. You know, I have some green variegated, I have oranges and corals, and there's just a lot, and it's all fingering weight, but I figured whatever I was going to do, I was going to hold it double and work it until it runs out, and then go to the next color and do the same thing until I use up my scraps of yarn. So I'm going to do some kind of a cowl or some kind of a shawl, but I have some that there's not a lot on the skein, so I guess I will start with those ones, because usually on most shawls you start, you know, on a lot of shawls sometimes they're corner to corner and it gets wide and then goes back to small. If it does that, I'll keep some of those for the other end where they will be, you know, some of the ones that don't have a lot of yardage on it, I'll keep it to the end. But if it is a start out small, like a half moon, which I've done a couple that are the half moon, and then they just start getting bigger, and by the time you're done, you got like 500s and some stitches across the whole thing. So yeah, I just don't know. I prefer a corner to corner, because usually it doesn't get as wide, but I don't know. I haven't really found the pattern that I want. And I might not. Maybe it's just going to be one pattern I'm going to find. And maybe I do want like the shift shawl do that design, but just, you know, do the design, do the pattern, and then when I'm done with that yarn, start another color and just kind of, you know, go from there. But that's the plan. I have a lot of sock yarn. I've made one sock. I don't think I'm going to make another sock, and it's really not enough to do. I mean, it would be enough to add to some different shawls if I needed like mini skeins and stuff like that, because there's definitely more than 20 grams left of each little skein that I have. There's probably closer to 50 grams left of each of skein that I used. And then some of them are, you know, I did 2 pairs of socks and there's just a little bit left. And those are the ones, like I said, I'll start with and maybe possibly end with being able to use those colors. But that is it for what I'm going to do. Now let's talk about acquisitions. Okay, so we've talked about this before. I get the monthly yarn subscription from Kimber Cozy Creations. And this was the colorway that we got this time. It's just like a black, white, and gray. I love color, but every now and then you need to be able to have like a black, white, and gray to be able to put with something. This will be a really nice contrast with something. I will find something to use it for. I don't think I'm going to do socks with it. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of the colors that I got. Somebody asked me if I was going to do like make a blanket with all the colors that I got. And I don't think I'm going to. Really not keen on doing a knitted blanket for one. I would like to get these to use these colors. I just don't know what I'm going to put them in. I don't know. I mean, this with, where's that one? These two would look really good together. This is the honeycomb that we got, and this with the composition notebook. Those would look really good together. I mean, that would be a nice shawl together. So I don't know. I mean, I've got so many of them to do. I just don't know. I mean, it would go well with the lime too that I got, the very first one that I like. So I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them. I don't think I'm going to do knit them all together. I don't think I'm going to do that. But yeah, so that was I just found some more acquisitions. I forgot I had these. We didn't talk about this. We did not talk about these. Okay. So, and then also with the Kimber Cozy Creations, every month they give you some stitch markers. And then, of course, she does a pin. Let me see if I can't. She makes a pin that matches, and this just happens to be a pencil. But she gives a little pin to go with each one of them. And then the stitch markers. Again, really cute. One of them is a pencil. And then there's 2 little black balls. And then, of course, like I said before, you can never have enough light bulb markers. And these, of course, she tries to keep them with the same colors, so she gave us some silver, black, white, gray, and pink to make for like a pencil, what you would get in a pencil. But yeah, so those are the stitch stoppers or stitch markers that I got from that. But yeah, so that was my September. That was the September yarn subscription box. But yeah, I do like it. It's just, if I was going to the store to buy, this is not something that I would buy. because it doesn't attract my eye. But I do see that I need stuff like this in my life. So this is why I got this yarn box, because I want to get stuff that I would not normally buy, because I need that for contrasting with other yarns and stuff like that, and I know that. But yeah, so there's my Kimber's Cozy Creation September yarn colorway. It is pretty. It is your black, your gray, and your white all mixed together. Yeah, it is pretty. It's just, I would not have picked it, but I do really like it. Okay, the other thing, 3 weeks ago? No, 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. I went to the Western New York Fiber Fest. And with friends from the knit group here, we drove up and we just went to see what it was about. We had neither one of us had ever gone, just wanted to walk around, see what all was available. And I had some in mind. I wanted to see what kind of yarn was there. I had some yarn in mind that I wanted to get, and I just wasn't able to get everything that I wanted. Okay, sorry about that. I had to check to see if I'd actually talked about all this before, but I had not. I ended up going to the Western New York Fiber Fest sometime in September. I can't remember. I think it was the weekend. I don't know. I can't really remember the date. The 16th. That's when I went. And I haven't put out another knitting video since it was before that. So I ended up going to the Western New York Fiber Fest. It was a pretty fun time. Being able to see, I've never been to a Fiber Fest, to see what all was out there. Really, I just wanted to see what was available. I'm thinking next year I'm going to be a vendor at that Fall Fest. But we'll see. That's kind of the plan. Not sure. But so my plan was, I really didn't have a plan of buying much of anything, but I did have some colors in mind that I needed for a couple of projects, and I was just looking for specific things. But of course, you start walking around and you see things. And I saw this beautiful bouquet, and I knew I had to have it. These are my colors. Definitely my colors. But it's from Longmeadow Farms, the Woolroom. She is a dyer in Freedom, New York, and it's where I'm from originally. So it's kind of nice to be able to support really, really local from where I grew up. So I got this beautiful mini skein set of six fall colors. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I'll do something with it. I'm thinking maybe my October yarn that comes might be able to do a Katie with doing one solid and stripes. We'll see if it all matches. That could be something that I do. Okay, so that was number one of the whips. Number two, I found, I was looking for some solid purples, and I found this. It's called Plumpernickle. Well, Plumpernickle. It is a merino from Argentina. It's 460 yards. It's a 75-25 superwash merino and 25% nylon. But it is a really bright purple, which I was looking for a nice solid purple that, but when I got it home, it doesn't really go with what I wanted it to go with. but I wasn't sure. And they didn't have a lot of purple. So then I found another one, and I don't even, Less Traveled Yarns. I've never heard of this brand before. So I don't know where it is originally. Oh, hand dyed in Phoenix, Arizona. But yeah, I've never heard of that yarn before when I got it. This yarn is more of the color of what I need. And this is from Sheep on the Rainbow. And this is their tag. This is a 80-20, 320 yards, 100 gram skein. This is more of the color that I needed for the purple. I'm hoping when I cake it up, I can get it looks the way I want it to look. But yeah, so this is my skein that I think I will be using for my other socks that I need to make. But yeah, I didn't buy a lot of stuff there. They had a lot of stuff. I mean, I could have gone crazy. But yeah, I didn't buy a lot of stuff. I have, yeah, that is it for all of my acquisitions. Let's get into some life. Okay, well, let's get into some life. This weekend, which would have already passed when I put this video out, and I don't think of this beforehand, because I just try to, I'm really not ahead of the game when it comes to doing these videos. I used to be, and I have not been ahead lately at all. October 7th, which this will come out the 8th, so it'll already be over with. But we are, and I had said something about it before, but we are at, I am going to be at the Indie Dyer Spectrum Fiber Festival in Horsehead, New York, at the Chamuga County Fairgrounds, Saturday, October 7th, from 10 to 4. So if I'm going to be posting this on my Instagram, and I might end up doing a real quick thing on YouTube to let everybody know beforehand that if you're a YouTube watcher and you see this, that you'll see that this is where I'm going to be. Going to be there this weekend. It's a 3.5 hour drive from where I'm at here. But my parents live halfway up there. I'm going to go the night before, spend the night with my parents, and then drive over and then just drive straight back the next day. Just trying to ease it a little bit, just because I'd have to be there no later than 8 o'clock in the morning, between 7:30 and 8. 3.5 hours. That's getting up really early. Now, I am an early person, but getting up really early to get there and then trying to drive home, I would just be exhausted. So I figured I would drive up the night before, stop at my parents', we would drive over, and then I would not have to worry about the drive back that day. But that's where I'm going to be this coming weekend, which, like I said, already passed, which you guys see this. But like I said, I'm going to put something on Instagram that this is where I'm going to be, and YouTube of where I'm going to be this weekend, and go from there. But yeah, this past weekend we were in Pittsburgh for my niece's wedding. Beautiful wedding. They had it at the Soldiers and Sailors home in Allegheny. I've never been into that building. It's a museum, and it was remarkable. Absolutely so well done up for the veterans. I will put a couple of pictures here because I did take a few pictures, not a lot. I took a picture of the outside of the building. We were walking up the steps, and I thought they had rows of lights hanging going down the staircase to the main road. We came up the one side of the building. And as I looked at it closer, those are dog tags. And I'll show a picture of that here. There are dog tags that they have all the way around. They have cord hanging in with to light poles, and they had dog tags. A lot of dog tags hanging on all of those all the way down the steps. Really, really, it was a touching place to be at. It was a really nice wedding, but to be able to see everything that was inside, there was so much memorabilia in there. If you are in Pittsburgh or you haven't come to, Pittsburgh, and you want to look at that, I don't think they charge. It's a free museum. You can walk through and see everything that's in it. It is really, really a nice tribute to the armed forces. So yeah, but yeah, I will put the information in there, link to it. So if you guys want to get information on how to, to do things with it, I think they're open every day. People were just walking in, even though they were setting up for the wedding. People were just walking in, walking around. They did close it early because they rented the place out for the wedding. They had the wedding outside, and then the reception was inside. There is an auditorium in there that is just downright, the ceiling is gorgeous. And I took a picture of that, and hopefully it comes across when I put it in here. But yeah, the auditorium ceiling, it's just really, really pretty. Yeah, so it was a nice wedding. And but that was what we did this past weekend. I didn't get a lot of sewing done or knitting. I did some knitting on the way down, but on the way back it was late. No scene in the car, so no knitting. But yeah, we had a really good time. But yeah, that was it. That's all we've been doing. Haven't really been doing a lot. We're done with our shows at the Leaf. We had the last one on the 26th of September, and we are done. The last few shows that I have, like I said, this past weekend is at Horsehead, New York, the Chamuga County Fairgrounds. And then I have a trunk show in November at Round the Table Yarns. Other than that, I don't have anything else going on. Hopefully it's just going to kind of calm things down and allow me to get on a schedule to start doing things. I've got some updates I want to do on the website, and I just have to have the time to do it, and I have not had the time to do it. The garden is pretty much done. I just have a few things left in the garden. I can get all of my fall cleanup done and not have to worry about a whole lot of things. So yeah, so that's where we're at with life stuff. Not a lot. Just been really busy with gardening and trying to get ready for fall and winter. I have my rain barrels that I have to get emptied. Just a lot of stuff I have to do. But we'll get it done. We always do. But yeah, I guess that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the next one. Bye!